Welcome to C-Suite Recruiter and how to win during economic turmoil. Of the people that we mentor, and as you may know, depending on how much you know about C-Suite Recruiter and Christian Timbers and myself, you may know that I've trained and mentored thousands of C-Suite recruiters, people that have gone from college or no experience to little experience to multi-million-dollar producers, many of them working for me at Christian Timbers. But the people that we advise today and the people that we mentor today, many of them are telling me all the emails they're getting, all the LinkedIn messages they're getting from all of these recruiter trainers, none of which, I believe, at least from what I know, have ever actually won a CEO search or board search or built a major search firm. And so we're trying to offer you something different today than learn how to pivot and where to pivot. It seems like everybody's trying to do that. That's something that is at the core of our strategy. It's at the core of what we do at Jeff Christian Partners, and it's at the core of what we did at Christian and Timbers. At Christian and Timbers, we ran through 3 recessions and grew 100% out of each of them. Now, we may call it pivoting, but it was many things. I mean, you could use the word pivoting in front of anything. But you have to rebuild your brand. You have to rebrand yourself. You have to go into new strategic markets. You have to find where the investment is. You have to build new key strategic relationships where you're considered a strategic talent confidant. These are all things. You cannot just pivot to a new market and win during a global recession or during COVID-19. Now, there are some lucky people in search that began to do the right things previously. They already have a high-end C-suite brand. They already have an individual brand amongst board members and private equity investors and venture capitalists. Private equity and venture capitalists alone are a strategic move that always wins if you do it right in any economic turmoil. And we are in economic turmoil. The old economy is going away. We have people that have come to us that focused only in retail, focused only in hospitality, focused only in construction equipment. Those are the most difficult. But there are ways to pivot in those markets. But it's not just pivoting. It's morphing. It's changing the mindset. And at Christian and Timbers, we were born in a major recession when Reagan was president and interest rates were 18%. But we got into robotics, CAD/CAM, and factory automation. And we were able to get there early enough and with enough strength, even though we were very, very small, that we became the market leaders. We then moved as that marketplace tended to really diminish. It took back off again today, robotics did. Robotics today is now a very big new industry, and it borders and is overlapped with artificial intelligence. And we've got cyber, and we have digital transformation, and we have digital health, and we have home health, and we have telehealth and telemedicine. Those are all places to morph, to change, to move strategically towards. But you must have a strategy when you're trying to survive and thrive during economic turmoil. If you're not finding your retainers being put on hold, if you're finding you can only do contingent and you've gone back from being a retained recruiter to a partially contingent recruiter, there is more of that to come. We have to find that strategic work, and we have to do it in a way where we go after large strategic accounts. Large strategic accounts can be a small startup. It can be one venture capital partner, or it can be all of HP or all of Apple, as it was for us. One of the recessions, we won Cisco. That was a $3 to $4 million account we stole from Heidrick in 40 minutes in one meeting with John Chambers. And people ask, well, what happened? How could we do that in a recession? How did I get in touch with them? Well, we use something called a referred revenue pipeline, one of the things that we mentor. It's not that difficult. But we did get to them. And you have your ways of getting to people. But once you get to them, you have to give them something. We have to get rid of that mindset of take. I want. Making phone calls, sending out mass emails and mass LinkedIn messaging because somebody's teaching you how to do lead generation on LinkedIn. You don't want lead generation. You want relationship generation. You want to learn things about rapid relationship building, not rapid email sending. The clients are extremely smart, and they have gotten much smarter since COVID-19 because there are so many people desperate for business. A few months ago, people could just lay back and wait for referrals to come in or from their existing clients. Almost everybody has had clients that have put their searches on hold, or they find themselves, the industry they were in, nothing going on. You do not have to feel hopeless. You do not have to feel like there is nothing you can do. You can do something today. You can do something every day. I'll give you one thing right now. It's one of the things that we teach. One thing that you can do today. And that one thing is to find your low-hanging fruit. Talk to every single person you placed 10 years ago. Find out where they've gone. I have yet to train someone or mentor someone that did not find someone they placed that moved into private equity and venture capital. There has to be someone that you know that you have not made good, not stayed on top of, not really kept track of, that has moved on to being a CEO or moved on to something where they can influence a search, give you a search, recommend you for a search. There are many ways to get searches. All of them require us to use all the tools. But we first have to find that low-hanging fruit. Find those people that we know. Put them on a hot list. You're going to hear me talk a lot about hot lists. If you don't have a hot list, who are you going to get work from? You got to identify a group of people that are your highest probability clients. Build that list. Make those calls. Call them. Catch them. Set up a calendar invite if you can, or send them a LinkedIn message, send them an email message, just saying, hey, we ought to catch up. And then be smart on those calls. Don't ask. Take. Make sure you're giving. If you do that, you're going to win. Thank you.